back in Week 1. The Browns dominated their first matchup against the Ravens. Can Baltimore get revenge? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside my partner Charles Davis. CD, you're an old school guy, and I know you've got to love our matchup here. Two teams that get after it the old-fashioned way, on the ground.
I love it. You know I love that type of football. You've known me for a while now. We've got the number 1 and number 2 rushing offense in the entire NFL matching up. Now, don't be fooled. Both of these teams can and will throw the ball in this one, but they certainly love playing that game of field position, working between the tackles, chewing up time of possession. And they've each got a main man who's among the best in the league at toting the rock.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson is going to keep it himself. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Past the 20. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Go, 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 run, run.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 2007 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And some room to roam now. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 6 yards left on second down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jackson. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. And just like that, it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So breaking it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson, option right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A give right side now to Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. McCann's got it teed up. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. He's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 30. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. They'll try the air now with Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To throw is Watson. Hard throw, incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over their field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a second down and 6. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burger?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
McCann's kick up and good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the air yet again, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington football team. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast